I gained 10 pounds eating the red and the green M&Ms, bro. So, I gained 10 pounds so quick. I'll chop it up today. How you brothers been for the week, man?
Oh, we've been good, man. We've been
good.
Good. We can't ignore the ratings. I mean, this light skin thing is working for me and Derek.
I heard it's more market. Where do we start?
Yo, what's up? Welcome to Let's Chop It Up. Please follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Like and subscribe, and tell a friend about four brothers down here in this YouTube channel. My brothers from another week, man. Miss you guys. Talk to me. What's going on with you, Derek? How you been, brother?
Yo, man, what's going on, brothers? What's going on, everybody? Been okay, man. Everything's been cool. Had a very nice weekend. That's what's going on, man. I think it was like it felt like this was like the last warm day, man. You know, maybe before the temperature just kind of drops off the cliff, so to speak. You know, and I tried to make the most of it with my boys. You know, we went out, caught a very nice car show on Sunday. Was a Saturday, very nice car show out in Farmingdale. Was really nice, man. A lot of nice cars out there, a lot of vintage joints, a lot of exotics, really nice. Got some information on some nice NASCAR races that's happening at Riverhead this weekend is Saturday. So I'm probably gonna get out there with my boys and try and see if I can get them to come out there with me Saturday and spend some more good time with them, you know. Saw that nice movie Black Adam and whatnot. Caught that this weekend, so that was cool. And just really put in some quality time with the boys, man. You know, and my family. You know, and then went out, did my duty yesterday, and voted. You know, did my part to fuck up the country. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious. That's how I feel, man. I'm like, shit, man. We ain't getting away with this, man. But you know, if you don't vote, man, you can't complain. You know what I mean? So I went on ahead and did my duty on that regard, and you know, and I'm back here again, man. You know, with you guys, man. So you know, that's pretty much it, man. Everything's good, family's good, and I'm back, and I'm loving what we do right now. So that's about it. Rodney, what's happening with you though?
Everything's good. I'm nursing an injury, but other than that, everything is good. I got a really nasty burn on my arm that I'm trying to get to heal. So, and I don't want any stereotypical people out there thinking I burnt it frying chicken or anything like that. I was going to ask you that. I knew. I got ahead of it. I burnt it on the fire pit. So, yeah, pretty nasty burn.
Frying chicken on the fire pit?
No frying nothing, D. I wasn't frying anything. No fish, no chicken, nothing. I was adding some wood to the fire pit, and the metal part of the fire pit caught my arm. Pretty nasty. Wow. Yeah. But I'm a trooper, so I'm gonna nurse it. I want to give a big shout out today to my Uncle Danny, who is having a birthday today.
Happy birthday,
Danny. Uncle Danny. Shout out to my father figure, Daniel Sumter. I wish you many more years, and the Mitchell family loves you, and we all wishing you a very happy birthday.
And so does the Let's Chop It Up family.
That's right. Word. My uncle's been watching this show since we pretty much started, you know. Oh, that's nice, Michelle. That's nice. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. But I got news for you guys.
What's that?
Yes, Rodney.
What up, Shauna?
I'm getting a promotion at my job. It looks like they're going to be making me shift leader, guys. It looks like you guys been going about this wrong all this time.
Not the shift leader.
I'm coming down there for a job, Rod.
It doesn't surprise me.
We ain't doing
guys, you guys have been going about this.
2021 upside down. Everything up to 2020 is upside down, so it don't matter.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing, right? You guys haven't figured out the system, and I figured it out. You know what the thing is? You know why they're going to make me the group leader? You're welcome, Danny, anytime. And the thing is, I display leadership qualities and I display courage.
What up?
You guys,
how you doing, baby?
You guys got to start being late and standing on your square, man.
Yeah.
Rodney, was you there yet when they want to tell you? They like, we want to give Rodney a special gift.
Yo,
Wait, he not
I'll be
here yet.
honest with you. You know the funny thing is too, I thought they was calling me to fire me. I swear to God. I thought they was calling me to fire me.
Ron started taking over his ID.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, well,
Yeah.
you know what we say, D? I had a good run. That's what I was thinking when I went in there. And then
And
all of a sudden walked out of there with a lateral movement. I said, yo, this is fucking great. And gave me a pat on the back talking about keep up the good work.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, man. You guys, I think a lot of jobs are putting too much emphasis on being on time. That's what I really do. I think it's too. It's not whether you're on time. It's whether you showed up. That's what it is. And it's how you perform when you showed up. So the thing is, I bring a lot of knowledge and experience to the table, which is hard to find today. Because I became very valuable because of my experience. And as a result of that, it's hard to let a guy like me go.
That's right. You gotta give a brother credit.
Yeah.
Because when he get there, it's on.
Yo, I think I'm about to name myself Kyrie Irving of jobs. I'm dead serious. But other than that, guys, you know, I knew you guys were going to take this well today. I knew it. I said, especially Kelvin. Kelvin's going to be like, yo, I can't believe this guy. But Kelvin's floating sideways.
Not sideways.
I knew he was sideways. I knew it.
But Rodney, you know, when you think about getting burnt, you must have felt like Penny in Good Times.
Yo, that's
you know what I'm saying, with the iron.
I know which episode you're talking about. It's the most famous Good Time episode, but I don't think that we should equate my burn with what happened to Penny. And that was child abuse. What happened to Penny?
That was child abuse.
Mine was an accident.
Ron
Toronto's a good game.
Exactly. See, Shauna's starting to get to know me now. Shauna, if you want some advice on how to move up on your job, let me know.
Oh my Lord!
You know what I'm gonna start doing? I'm gonna start a seminar on how to move up on your job.
You should do some consulting. You should.
I should do that. And the thing is, the first thing in chapter 1 is going to be fuck being on time. That has nothing to do with it.
Now, Rodney, chapter 2 should be how to collect unemployment. That should be.
No, that's going to be in the back. That's going to be in the back because you need to establish at least 6 months before you can even think about that.
You got 2 chapters.
Yeah, so you got to put that in the back.
Grand
closing. You can't jump from walking in there being on late and then aim to get fired and you only got a month on the job. You're going to take a L. You don't want to do that. You want to wait, come in there, perform well because it's about your performance. And then when you get that 6 months in, then you come in there and you start talking shit.
Right.
Then you safe.
Because basically time is just an artificial restraint anyway, right, Rodney? Like, you know.
Yeah.
What is time?
What is time?
It's not a man-made construct. It just, you know.
What is time? What is the big deal? I'm still coming to work. I'm still showing up.
So Rodney, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Thanks, man.
I'm with you from a distance. I mean, I hear
I'm not saying it's going to work for everybody, but I'm just saying it works for me.
Right? Results may vary.
Yeah. Results may vary. I'm not guaranteeing it. But Kelvin, how was your week?
Well, first of all, it was cool, Rodney. I have to tell you something. I cannot stand the clock going back. It's antiquated now. I'm sick of it now. I'm starting to get.
This is the last year of it, though.
Is it really? Is that official?
Yeah, you look if you can Google it. This is the last year.
Good, because I'm tired of it being 4:30 in overcast and dark. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I have to say, I have to thank Rodney. Maybe I've heard this. I don't know if it's true, but the rumor is after last week's show, someone from the Jets organization played Rodney's comments in the locker room about the Jets being scrubs and embarrassment, and they came out and they brought that pain to the Buffalo Bills. So I want to thank you, Rodney. I appreciate that motivational tactic because it worked. My boys are not a joke anymore. I want y'all to know there's a new sheriff in town, and his name is.
If you want me to say,
Don't say that quarterback.
If you
I know,
want me to
Rod, I
say
was trying to
something else
spin on
right
that.
now to motivate him, I'll do
No,
it again.
Rodney, you've done your part, Rodney. I appreciate it. I appreciate
That's
it.
what I'm here for.
But no, it was really good. It was really cool to see my boys win, and I did much like Derek, my fiduciary responsibilities to vote last night, and you know, it's funny. I don't know what this is. Whenever I see my people voting, I always speak to them. I don't know what that's about. I don't know. It's just every time I see somebody look like me come out the voting booth, I speak like I've known them for years, you know. And I'm just always proud when we go in there and vote. And I do feel a little like Derek. I was sitting there like, how many times have I done this? It's the same thing. But you know what? I gotta admit, I was tired last night, and I never changed my polling place, so I still vote in Massapequa. And I'm telling you, the traffic is different, but I had to go. I just thought about people that had to march and walk and whatever and carpool to vote. So I definitely went and did it. And now I've been talking about this for the longest. I'm telling y'all, these bikes and these motorized scooters and all stuff like that, it's not working out. Cars got to play by rules. They don't. So tonight, on my way to the show, saw a brother try to tell an SUV he was slowing down on his bike. SUV hit him. And then the brother jumps off the bike and he goes to the driver's window and he starts yelling. The driver's smart enough not to roll his window down, but then he rolls the window down. And I'm like, why did you roll the window down? Brother's going off. The Asian dude jumps out the car. You stay right here. I'm calling the cops. Then all of a sudden, the Asian dude inadvertently rips the man's jacket, and the guy loses it. He ready to go off and stuff like that. And now every time something happens, you think it's gonna be some gunplay. And like a fool, I'm sitting there stuck behind him. So I'm like, now I don't get shot just by being here and everything like that. They have to do something about this. Manhattan is not made for these scooters. It's not made for all this stuff, and they don't obey the rules. You know what I'm saying? And then this man gonna hit Ray and Pookie, you know what I'm saying, at the same time, and it just was a bad look. So, you know, I try to get through 1 week with no drama, even if it's not mine. I'm on my way to the Let's Chop It Up studios, and then I got to deal with the accident. But fortunately, I made it on time. And next election cycle, I will be running because I'm going to be a public advocate to stop all of these motorized scooters and stuff like that. They're going too fast. They don't stop at lights. They don't obey the rules. So that's how I feel about it. But other than that, the week is going well. Everything is cool. Temperatures are seesaw, but that's all right. As long as there's no snow, I'm all about it. My man D, the point guard, the Knick fan extraordinaire, talk to me. How was your week?
Knick's getting blown out right now, so it's bad. But my week was actually pretty good, man. I got good news to tell you, brother. I did do the bladder test to make sure I have early prostate cancer, but the bladder test came back negative on the cancer, so I'm good. I feel like I got a new whole thing on life now, so I feel good. So one cancer to beat, other ones, that's behind. But that process is hardcore. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. Yeah. They said they're gonna put you to sleep. Man, they stuck that needle in my penis straight while I was awake, brother.
I know that was out, man. I know you were out.
No, I can't front. I can't.
Brother, I ain't pissed straight. I had to sit down and piss for 2 days, bro. It was that bad.
Oh, wait.
Like a girl, bro. Yeah.
Dude, it's too much information.
I'm just saying. I'll share it. I don't want to give the brothers a bit. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I was in there at 2 a.m. That's what you ladies must be doing.
Yeah, right.
On my phone. It was bad, brother. It was bad, man.
Yeah, I want to see Derek read this one.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what the hell.
Michelle Toro, otro día, de vida y salud.
Derek, call your wife in to read this.
Derek, don't even try. Don't even fucking try.
What is no right?
Que también. Oh, not too bad. I had
Juan,
hair like a motherfucker. Yeah.
Juan.
Yo, so why are you not asleep? Why don't they put you to sleep?
They put you to sleep after. When they begin, they said we got a man hold him, and he's saying like we got to numb it now. I'm like, bro, numb it. Put me to sleep for the numb it.
No,
I don't need to be awake.
I can't say it.
It's this long, bro.
No,
it was.
They would have had a problem in there if that was me because, dude,
you on the gurney like this, like the thing with the leg. I'm like, oh, they said, why you so tense? Your blood pressure going up.
Why I'm so tense? Motherfucker, you putting something in my dick?
Yo, I'm telling you, I got two shows right now. The one D doing and the one Marsha is doing or texting me with your story, D. Marsha, you hilarious. But she
Marsha,
said
what up,
she's
baby?
thankful. She's thankful you're all right, D.
Thank you,
But
thank
D,
you, thank you.
yo, let me tell you something, bro. Right there, and I know because I've heard people that have gone through it. When you have to urinate, I heard,
Bruh.
oh man, I heard you see dead people, brother. I'm like,
I screamed so loud taking a piss the other night, man.
oh yeah, I heard, brother. I heard about it.
Oh, it's no joke. Let me see what else.
Because the people that say the Foley, so they have to give you a Foley. Is that what it's called? All right. Why am I even engaging in this?
Bro, Marsha, I don't know. Foley, what is it? Between us.
Between us. You joking on
What up, Marsha? What up, baby? Marsha,
oh, man.
Two M's, Eminem. Marsha. I just got that first time. But what else? Planning Thanksgiving giveaways, Good Shepherd services. We're gonna be doing some things at the center. If you're in East New York, Brooklyn on the 21st, I got a big Thanksgiving dinner giveaway, some chickens. I got some celebrities that's helping out. LL Cool J wife already jumped on board, trying to get some more NFL players to jump on board. Big Data, Depot, some other cats. So just trying to get them on board with that.
Do you need any other entertainers? I do know somebody that is looking to come through.
Bring them on. I got the Bronx, so I'm giving out chickens in the Bronx this Saturday.
I'm gonna bring somebody. He may need some security, but guess what? I got coming to you, D. If you know him as Joe the Policeman from the What's Going Down episode of That's My Mama. Jackson Heights' very own Randy Watson. Yeah.
I was like, what was that, bro? Let's see what else.
No, D, if you want the job whisperer to come, I'll come if you want.
The job whisperer.
Yeah.
That's classic as fuck.
Yeah.
Classic.
I'll show up for you because I consider myself a celebrity now. I'm pretty
These
much
whole staff gonna be late after that seminar, Rod. The next day.
No, D not gonna let me in there. He gonna be like, no, don't let him in there. Don't let him in here. And plus, I'm gonna be just a little bit late showing up to the event.
No, so crazy, Rod. You couldn't even be late to that shit. So that should go all day. People be out there. That route line be around the corner, man. There's no way possible. You could be.
But see, D, let me tell you something. So you guys give out free dinners, right?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, when I was a kid, my home church, when I was a kid, gave out the free government cheese.
Oh,
the big, yes. But I had the unfortunate responsibility to tell the line that we was out of cheese.
Oh, that's the worst.
When I tell you, I've never seen anything like it in my life. I locked the door. I thought the people was gonna tear it up.
No, that is the worst, yo. People now say no lie. It's in the sadness. It's sad at the same time. If we do a food drive, save us at 10 a.m. But at 7 a.m., people already got their carts outside waiting. When I pull up to work, there's already people outside like waiting. And then one time in the summertime, I think it was in 2020, we had the big food thing. Yo, I got chickens, man.
And she's not with
Turkey, they want too much money for these turkeys, man. I'm trying to work something out now, but the turkeys, they want a lot of bread, man. But anyhow, the people, we had a truck deliver out of the refrigerator. They left the groceries out on the curb, in the summertime, and people were still going through that stuff. It was out there for hours. It's sad, man. But people need what they got to get. Yeah. I mean, they want it. It's just hard. And I'm doing a coat. Like anybody got coats, new coats in December. I got that coming. I want that too. No.
Wait a minute, D.
What?
Did you say brand new coat?
No, he said.
Yeah, I don't want no new coat. I don't know.
Oh, you want somebody to just buy one and donate? You saying?
Yeah, because this is what it is. It's the bed bug factor, bro. We got.
I got you.
Yeah, I can't do with that used stuff, man. God came and tell you, yo, I was like, bro, I don't want none of that shit. I told him today, nah.
Roaches
when it comes to that, that's you can't play with that. I agree.
And one of my offices already got infestation with mice right now, going crazy. It's like fucking, it's a whole bunch of mice going crazy at this one office we got. It's like Disney World, man. It's like we're like Mickey Mouse and this group are on the MICKEI all over the damn place.
Yeah.
What is that? Damn. I was one thing I know we didn't do Watch the Chopper, but I also enjoyed. I was watching a series called Love on the Spectrum. Everyone know my son has autism. It's about people that has Love on the Spectrum. It's a US one. They got a European one. I like the US one. It's 6 short episodes, like 45 minutes each. People that have autism trying to find relationships, and it's really good. It gives you a perspective of adult, like a parents like myself, and with the future. It got me choked up. I cried mad times, and people. So that was pretty much my whole week, man. I binge watched that joint.
That's a good week. D, that's
Yeah,
a
it was a
great
week.
week. The way, especially
Good week,
where it
man.
started. Great week for you,
Oh.
brother.
Well, Friday was bad, bro. It was good, but my dick felt bad.
Oh
damn.
God.
We in pre-scroll.
No, that
We
ain't
in
no scroll.
No,
I mean,
we
I've seen
pre-scroll. We
it.
pre-scroll
Oh,
right now.
okay,
We
okay.
pre-scroll. You know.
Sorry about that. Sorry for ladies and all the kids that's watching tonight.
Yo, to go back to Kelvin with that block cheese made the best macaroni and cheese ever.
It was the truth, brother. It was the truth. I got it.
But it was clogging your arteries like a motherfucker.
Yeah, some people not here with us today because of that.
Because of that cheese, yeah.
See?
You try to go to bed. Last time I was in NY, I saw a rat. I thought it was a cat.
them mice are going crazy over there right now. It got cold and all the mice came inside.
It's a great show. It definitely makes your eyes sweat. Yeah. She's talking about the movie, yeah. Yeah, the show.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
No, right. That joint had me, man, is the guy. I feel so bad for some people. Everybody wants that person in life, you know?
Yo, I'll tell you one thing. I got some serious rat stories.
Oh, yeah, I know. Ronnie.
Yeah. Some serious rat stories.
On the force you talking about?
Yeah, when I was on a job. I used to do midnights, and when late at night, especially on garbage night, that shit is out of control. I think I'll never forget, we was going to a job and I had like a new guy driving me, and he pulls right over by the garbage, and I go, "What are you doing?" He goes, I'm parking." I said, "Dude, you just showed how inexperienced you are by parking right by this garbage. Do you know if I open this door, I'm guaranteeing you a rat is going to jump in this car?" I said, "Move this damn car up the block. What's wrong with you?" He go, oh, I didn't know that. I said, "Obviously you didn't." Yeah. And sure enough, when we got out the car, we walked past that garbage, 3-4 rats cutting across. I said, "See what I mean?" The rat out of, there's more rats than people in Manhattan. I don't care what.
Right, I got one really, really quick out of control. That was one day my nephew and I went to Boston Market. And I showed him, I said, "Yo, there's 2 rats over there by the dumpster." But, usual. As soon as I said it, a hawk flew right over my head, went in by the dumpster, and came up with a rat and took him up to the pole and tore that rat up. It was like some National Geographic stuff. And what bothered me, it was 2 rats. And I'm saying they could have been married. And they was just walking. Shit. No, that's what I'm thinking. Like, what if they was together? And then all of a sudden, one is up there. And the rat, when he took the rat up, the rat looked at me like, "So that's it? So nobody gonna do nothing, right?" Yeah, like if I was black, y'all would say something. And the rat just put up there.
Do you realize the hawks are the reason that they can't get the rats under control?
Really?
Yeah, it is. Because the thing is, I tell you, I used to work in extermination a long time ago. And if they poison the rats, it's going to kill the hawks, because the hawks eat the rats. So the animal activists don't want to poison New York City and kill the rats, because it's going to kill the hawks. Yeah, so that's why you see those black boxes all around instead of poison.
Yep. And then the hawks, if you notice, Times Square don't have that many pigeons as they used to. Hawks tear the pigeons up in Times Square. The rats got nobody chasing them now.
Is there anybody that want the cats?
Stop. Scroll. Give him the scroll.
I just give him the scroll.
I just self-expose. I'm sorry.
Those cats can't do nothing with those cities rats.
But, no, they don't want that.
No, they don't want that.
Well, it says married rats. Well, the husband rat may have sacrificed himself for the female rat. Greater love hath no man than this, that he laid down his life for his friend.
Yeah. Yo, I seen a rat so big he was carrying one of the garbage bags.
Damn.
That's how big the rat. He had the garbage bag on his shoulder, taking the garbage back to his crib.
What want to say right there?
Oh, okay. All right. Speaking of mental disabilities, shout out to Sophia Giral. First Victoria's Secret model with Down syndrome, and she's Puerto Rican.
That's what's up.
Right. I feel that.
Yeah.
Y'all make me feel like an underachiever. Everybody doing something, but your boy. All right. Don't worry. I'm about to get right.
Oh man, it's crazy. Let me see. All right, let's get to it, man. What's there? It's time to get to it. Kathy Hochul, we're gonna start New York politics. Got reelected for governor of New York State. Was the messaging of fear? Do you think, guys, the messaging of fear about the crime from the Republican Party was a little bit too much, or they just overkill? What do you have to
say? I think if you look at the history of the Republican Party, that's what they do.
That's what
The thing is to they stoke fear to people and to get votes, and that's the angle that that they go. They figure if they can scare white people into voting for them, then they'll win. If you look at the history, it has worked in the past. I mean, I'm trying to think of which race it was where it was a president's race where I think it was when the Bush, the father, won. He put up a poster of a black man that was a criminal, and then his opponent supposedly was he was pro like weekend jail or something like that.
Oh, you talking about up in Massachusetts? God, somebody, Shauna, Sam.
Yeah.
I know,
Well, anyway, it was it's the thing. That's how George Bush, the father, won, because the next day, yeah, I think it was the caucus. There you go.
Dukakis, but I can't think of the guy named the criminal. Willie Horton.
There you go. Willie Horton. That's exactly what I'm talking about. They put up a picture of Willie Horton looking his worst, and then the next day, Bush was up in the polls and won because they put the fear of God into the white community. That basically the caucus was going to release everybody out of prison and let them run rampant and basically kill, rape, and pillage the village.
You know, so crazy, man. The people that want the most crime stuff, stop crime on police, they don't even live in neighborhoods that have a crime.
Right.
That's the crazy. Like, you know, you're in a neighborhood that don't have no type of, you're in the higher echelon of salary, property tax, value of home, best schools.
Yeah.
And your word, they always talk about, we want y'all to stop crime for the niggas get over here. That's all it is all about. That's what they want to say. That's what it is. Don't let the Mexicans and the niggas come over here. That's what they want. And you keep on adding more police to the trains, and the crime still goes up. I'm confused.
But I have to admit, though, this time you didn't have to do much, because every day I'm seeing like the gunplay is crazy now. I mean, this may be the worst I remember it. I mean, it's just, and what I'm saying now, what I see more than anything else is unprovoked crime. Like, we could get it when somebody was robbing somebody or somebody, whatever. People just be sitting outside, dude threw a chair at somebody. The guy took feces and smeared it over a lady's head in the subway. Like, they converged on the subway. The subway is just basically the homeless. Excuse me, houseless? Unhoused. Right. You know, train dwellers or whatever you call it. I mean, it's bad though. No, come on, straight. I'm just saying, if you live down there, what am I supposed to do? I mean, you know, some people live down there, and first of all, how can everybody get down there? Like, how can nobody have a? I guess everybody's jumping the turnstile still. But I'm just saying, it's like, I have to admit, it is bad. They have see the problem I had this time was. What Hochul was, I thought she kind of downplayed it as the fear mongering, but they still have to come up with a plan to get this under control, because it's out of control right now.
They're not going to be able to do
it. Get the crime under control?
No, I don't think they're going to be able to do it. No, not anytime soon.
Not the police. I think to me, seriously, like they're saying they got all that money. If people had money, opportunity, I'm talking about opportunity, real shit. Affordable housing shit, all the money, all the social things you could think keep kids from doing wild stuff. When they built Times Square back in the day, when it got better, Times Square changed around because the opportunity was more fun stuff to do, was different kind of. You change the environment. The environment changed in Times Square, so things change in Times Square. The environments are still fucked up in Brownsville. You got to change the environment. You have to change the environment. People change, more job stuff. Some of these kids got to want it too, because we got programs where kids don't even know what like. I ain't gonna put me in the kitchen's business on it, but some of these kids don't even know what the word supervisor means.
I feel you, but the cashless bail thing is a big issue. That was a big thing on the ballot. They're not holding anybody. Some people, as Richard Pryor say, you better thank God for the penitentiary. Some people don't need to be out here. That's just it. I'm serious. And let me tell you something. I happened to drive through Times Square last Saturday night. I've never seen anything like it. Times Square has changed. First of all, they kind of like allow one lane to come in. And then I saw a dude pull up. These dudes pulled up on motorcycles and started playing F the Police by Ice Cube. And I mean, like, and the police was right there. I mean, it's the Wild Wild West these days, I have to admit.
Well, the public has seen that the police have pulled back, you know, and the police are not the same. I mean, they have to police in a different way now. Aggressive policing is totally out the window. They're just not going to be able to do it anymore. Back to Dee's statement about changing the environment. I agree with what he's saying. You have to change the environment, but unfortunately, the only time they change the environment is when they do what? Gentrification. And then by then you're out of there. You know what I'm saying? So if they see value in the neighborhood, then they'll change the neighborhood and make it seem like they're making the neighborhood better, but they're making it more unaffordable for the people that are there.
Which is a
So,
whole other issue.
Yeah, you're going to be leaving. You're going to be leaving that area.
Gentrification could come to something Archer tomorrow, and I'll be happy. I need that shit to come tomorrow. I need that shit to come A to the sap quick. Run them out of here. They gotta go. Like Robin A said, they gotta go. They gotta go. I ain't gonna lie. They did it. They gave you a chance. You want to do pop drugs and all that kind of. Gotta go. I ain't mad.
They gave you a chance.
Bring on Starbucks and bring on Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Get rid of all the smoke shops.
I tell you one thing.
Baby.
The smoke shop is going to be the new liquor store.
I know, man. They're opening up shit up on
everywhere. Even out here with us, Derek.
Yeah,
you should look. You see how they just continuously popping up. But that goes to show you that marijuana is coming seriously. That's all it's showing you.
It's here to stay, man.
And some of the smoke shops are selling marijuana out of them now.
Okay,
cool. They're not supposed to be doing that.
Real quick, Freeman's channel. He coming on tonight, right? Check your email, brother, so you can get on the link, so you can get backstage with us, get on and come on the show. You still coming on? Check your email. It's going to probably say Black and Latino Management. So check it out. I'm sorry about that, guys. Keep talking. Sorry.
Yeah.
No.
Right? Oh, yeah.
No, man. I mean, yeah. And like you're saying, you know, the smoke shop is the new liquor store. You know, I remember when, you know, and like I said, they're selling weed out of it, man. You know, just around me in the corner store, you know, the bodegas or whatever, you know, with all the what do you call it up, man? You know, the posters you couldn't see inside. You go in the back, man, and you buy your weed and everything. Now it's just so out in the open and whatnot. You can just go right into a smoke shop now. That's amazing to me. Yeah, Michelle says the newest Candyman addresses gentrification. You know, I grew up in a white neighborhood, and I assure you, it's a different kind of crime.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know, Juan says, of course they are. They want us to be so drunk and high to not realize that we're being robbed.
Facts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and
pill
you get,
parties.
and
I don't know what a pill party is. What is a pill party?
Those pill parties are crazy when you talk to the kids. Crazy. Though they still grab the high blood pressure. Yeah, they mix them up and the high blood pressure pills. They don't know what kind of pills or other kind of stuff, and they mix up when the kids is popping them. It's just crazy, man. I don't understand. It's a different generation because we and I think about our music. We didn't honor to dope fiend and all that kind of drug. This generation, you popping pills like Future and them got these kids wild the fuck out. And I hate seeing rappers say the music don't cause that shit. Well, music is not the leading cause. It's part of it though.
It's one of them. It's one of the causes.
Exactly.
The thing is, they're very into music. The TikTok, all the social media, whatever. That's their standards. That's their values right there, and that's why things are changing so bad. When you look at this generation, has no guidance. They have no one that they look up to.
And snorting them. How do you crush up pills and snorting the pills?
You can smash it.
Yeah. It's a pill crusher.
Yeah,
pill crusher. I got one in the house. You take a pill crusher and just. Now, I don't snort. I'm just saying I got a pill crusher.
Glad you cleared that up.
Thank you for the clarification.
You buy one at Walgreens for $5.99.
Just saying. It's above me.
Yeah, this generation doesn't have any guidance. They basically, you know, nobody can tell them nothing. They know what.
That's because y'all don't let the belt rain no more. That's what it was.
The belt rain.
Right.
Let it rain all over, right?
Oh man. We see what else we got going on.
Out of correction.
Westmore elected a third black governor in U.S. history in the state of Maryland.
Oh, man.
Westmore, I gotta say, I met Westmore, had sit down with Westmore when in the nonprofit. Westmore was so Robin Hood, solid. I gotta say, straight up solid dude, 100% authentic. He regular dude just like us, man. I ain't gonna front. Dude's a good dude. I'm very happy for him. Very proud of him. Happy for his family and everything. He went back home and left New York. Went back home and became governor. I'm not even mad at that brother. Man. Westmore's and he know how to raise money. Real solid, man.
I'm rooting for him.
Yeah,
I'm definitely rooting for him. You know, people know that I have investments in Baltimore, so I'm basically hoping that hopefully that he can.
I probably can't get Westmore on the phone anymore now, Rod.
You know, maybe hopefully, or maybe you get him on the phone and see if he can slide some stuff my way or predict the future for me a little bit. You know.
Oh man, I hope he takes things around, especially in help out Baltimore, man.
That's monumental. I'm amazed that it's only the third in U.S. history. That's
Yeah.
kind of frightening.
Yeah.
But
It just goes to show you how like you look at it. This is 2022, and it's
yeah,
only the third black governor in the
yeah,
history of America.
right.
Rise on the
Yeah,
road back.
but no, I'm
Oh, thanks for
very,
sharing.
very proud of him, and
Yeah,
much like
absolutely.
Rodney, rooting for him to
I'm
do
I'm,
something that
I'm
monumental.
definitely
Yeah, I'm
Kelvin.
glad.
I'm rooting for this guy so bad, and D
Yes,
knows why. D's like, yo, and if you do make a connection with him, D, get me on the horn with him. So
I think I still might have his number.
And
Yeah.
and Rodney also cares about the kids in the schools.
I do. I do care. I hope he.
Like that.
I hope he.
Right. You know.
It's not about the properties. It's about the. It's about the
Right.
environment.
Right.
So
Like a
Well,
holistic thing, right?
yeah.
All inclusive.
And
But
if
nah,
he
that's
wants,
good stuff.
if he wants me to come down there and do a job whisperer
session.
session, I'll be more than happy to do it.
You stupid.
I'm glad to hear he's a real one though, D. For real.
No, he's solid, man. Seriously, he got a book. He came out, read the book with the kids. Wes, he hung out the whole day. He was out in Red Hook, just kicked it. Like it was just like solid dude. I mean, let me tell you, Robin Hood is one of the largest nonprofits in the game. They raised and during COVID over $120 million in like a couple 2 or 3 hours. They fund us. This dude, this dude oversaw that. That dude's the man. West Walk is the man, son. I hands down. I think Maryland's in really, really good hands.
Oh, that's
Really
great.
good hands. If the other politics around it with whoever the Senate's and all that other stuff like that, I think he's gonna rally around Baltimore and get that made. That city's a port city should be doing very well. It should be doing way better than it's doing.
Yo, I don't know how much truth this is, but somebody told me that they're trying to work on a train line that could run from Baltimore to Manhattan. Did you hear anything about that, D?
Baltimore to Manhattan?
Yeah. But you talking about like it's regular? I mean, I know Amtrak does it, but you talking like
I'm talking like we have the Long Island Railroad going from Long Island into Manhattan, like a train line.
I know you're talking about that for years for the run up and they try to get everybody to buy them houses up in the Poconos and the the bullshit piece of sheetrock houses. No, that isn't nobody in the Poconos that you watching. I'm just saying. So they was doing. They don't use good product up there in building the house. I'm just saying they'll use American iron and. I know how it is when you build a house. You gotta use some American certain parts. I got a building in East New York. They use China parts, and it's made from China. It's China parts.
Mm-hmm.
So you know.
It look like it.
Yeah. All right. So let me just. What else we got going on? I don't want to wait for Jamie to give it an okay on our guest or not. So we got the question mark up. Maxwell Frost elected as a first Gen Z member to Congress. I don't. Jamie? Or you want to say?
Oh, yeah, young man.
Yeah. He's a brother.
Yeah, he's a brother, young brother, man. At that, you know what I'm saying? It's Gen Z and a brother, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. You know, it just gives me a little hope for the next generation. You know, that we seem to have some leaders willing to step up and do what they got to do. Some black men, obviously, budding black men, young black men who already stepped into leadership positions. So I'm very, very hopeful. You know, he's a great indicator, hopefully, of great things to come. So kudos to him, you know.
Yeah, that's another. I mean, obviously it was a historic night. You know, I have to say though, I realized this after I came home, Derek, from voting, I just couldn't get into the coverage.
Yeah.
I remember I was telling someone when Obama ran and won that Iowa caucus, I've never watched that much CNN. Right. In my life, I'm telling you, I couldn't get to the TV fast enough at night. And I just wound up getting so involved in it. Now I have to say I need relief from it. It is just the attack ads, the commercials, the promises, all that stuff like that. I have to admit, I mean, I'm really, the rallies, I've just pretty much the lies, right? Everything on the stump, I'm just pretty much exhausted from it. I really tried to avoid it. And when I say it was on every network, I'm talking about, I mean, left and right. And so I'm glad that people are making strides and things. But right now there was a zeal and excitement that I had, and I could see it looks like it's waning.
Oh man, forget about it, man. You know, and I feel what you're saying. You know, it actually took me to I actually went out the last minute and voted, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just couldn't do it. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta vote. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what it was like.
Yeah, I was in that 7:30 range, so I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was right after 7:30, right? Just before the polls. I got out
Yep.
7:45, 8 o'clock, and went on out there and did my thing. And then I was just like, it was just so blah, you know, and I was done. You know, Michelle says, I'm disappointed in Ohio for electing the man who ran on the Trump ticket. Also, Georgia, I'm glad that Herschel lost, but sad Stacey Abrams lost.
So Herschel lost.
Herschel Walker lost?
I thought it was a runoff.
It's supposed to be a runoff, yeah, next month.
Did I miss something in the daytime? I don't know.
Did they make it official?
I don't know.
It's a runoff.
Runoff.
Yeah, it's a runoff.
December 6th.
It's not over yet. It's not over.
I know. That was the day I got married. Goddamn before. Shit.
Sean says, Kelvin, I took sleeping meds last night because I couldn't listen to any of it last night.
I feel you.
But since we talking about all this, man, read that, and then we're gonna get it.
Yeah, Juan, they are from Tennessee, but UGK is from Texas. Talking UGK because Juan had a comment earlier.
So, like we say, we like to get back to people, the good, the bad, and the ugly comments, and we got some people that made some comments, and like we said, we always get back to you. So we got back to one of our brothers named Brandon, and he's on YouTube channel. He's like, hey man, our brothers don't have no conservative brothers on. So we said we do have conservative brothers on. And I said, how about this, brother? Why don't you come on the show? So producer Jamie reached out to the brother reached back to us, and he wanted to come on and with some of his views from a different point of view. And that's what we always welcome to people now who have the same views as us. And so we're gonna welcome this brother and we're gonna show him love. Jamie, can y'all bring out new dear brother Brandon from the Freeman Show? Brandon, what up, brother? What up?
Yeah.
What I'm talking about. What team you got on first, bro? What team you got on first? Hold on.
Which one you talking about?
Shirt. What's on the shirt there, man?
On the shirt, man. This is a
Chicago Bears.
Oh, you're already a loser. Already, you know where this conversation going. You're already losing.
The kicker is I'm a Cowboys fan though.
Oh God damn it, man!
Damn boy, you bad. You
nailed
1,000 on this show.
You about to get some smoke.
I'm a sports enthusiast, man. At the end of the day, I'm a sports enthusiast, man.
That's what's up, man.
Welcome, brother. Welcome.
We got Giant and Jet fans on there, man. Giant, well, welcome to the show, man. Thank you for
What's up,
us, man.
I want to ask you a question to start, and I read an article recently. I want your opinion on this. Someone has framed it as they're saying that Kanye West may be the new face of the conservative movement in America, Black conservative movement. I'd never heard that. Your thoughts on it?
Is that you guys playing? Is that you guys playing the music?
Nah, no music here, bro.
No.
Oh my.
Hold on, show up your Facebook, Instagram or something like that on the back on the
yeah.
Hold on.
Music somewhere.
No,
yeah.
That's Kanye. That's Kanye.
That's Kanye West. That's Kanye West.
Trying to come in here and infiltrate.
Infiltrate.
Oh man,
you got it.
Lost your sound.
Can we lose your sound now?
Yeah, he might need to cut off.
Why don't you take him out and bring him back in?
Yeah, he might need to come back in.
Brandon, yeah, we're gonna take you out, bring you back in. How about that? No.
Yeah, our show is allergic to Cowboys and Bears fans. That's what that's about.
My Jets got to play the Bears this year.
The Whisperer, Job Whisperer.
We'll play Rodney at Job Whisperer.
Yeah.
You know,
classic. Jamie, just bring my man in anytime soon as you're ready for him, man. If he comes back in.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's always interesting to have people of different opinions and different, persuasions, everything, different points of view in here, man. So I'm excited to hear what he's got to say.
Yeah, I smell food.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. That is hilarious.
Water. Some drink. Yeah.
He got an Android. That's what the problem is.
Could be.
Rodney.
Yeah, we ain't gonna clown Androids, man. I'm telling you, Androids ain't got.
Yo, I can't wait for them to phase those out and you guys get
Androids ain't going nowhere.
All right, you see.
Can't take the Apple products. Tired of Apple. Tired of Apple.
You're gonna be walking around with 2 cans and a string at some point.
Nah,
You know,
man, nah. It's too easy.
Okay, I'm gonna go to some social media topic while our brother get his technical stuff going on. I think on Friday is gonna be the brother from the Takeoff from the Migos funeral on Friday, and I know Justin Bieber is gonna be singing. I think Drake canceled his show, and I think it's at the I'm not sure if it's at the Apollo or whatever. But I think he canceled the show. What are your thoughts on what's going on in the Migos? I haven't been following it as much. It's hard. Rodney, you talk to him. What's going on with the Migos Takeoff?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, it's all over YouTube and everything right now. It seems to me that the J Prince family is involved with this. Well, I think one of his sons was supposedly with the Amigos that night.
Yep.
And I think it's kind of tragic because the Amigos were in town with them, and it seemed like something went bad, and Takeoff winds up getting shot. And a lot of gunplay took off. But there's a lot of stuff coming out, but I smell a lot of people going to jail. Because the thing is, this is definitely clearly going to be a Fed case. And
you think the Fed's going to pick it up?
I definitely think the Fed's going to pick it up. Because you know why? Because they already been watching J Prince already. They, kind of got some stuff they've been trying to get on him for a little while. So allegedly. But it looks very ugly to me for Houston because you know how these rappers, they go to state and they got to check in at certain places or whatever. And supposedly J Prince Jr., J Prince's son, was supposedly, like chaperoning the Amigos around. And obviously some sort of argument ensued and Takeoff was shot in the head by somebody that's allegedly with J Prince's camp. So this thing doesn't look good at all. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't look good at all. It is. This young man lost his life over nonsense. Rappers have to.
He's the quiet one. He's the quietest one out of
all. Yeah, he's the quiet one. The thing is, in my opinion, like rappers have to start understanding, especially when they reach a certain level. There's just certain shit that you just shouldn't be doing anymore, and there's certain people that you shouldn't be around anymore. Because the thing is, the whole purpose of working and becoming successful is to change your environment, as we were saying. So you can't continue to act hood. I don't see any benefit in it except for negativity. Guys catching cases. You see the feds is all over hip hop and rap. It's just crazy right now. And the thing is, like we talked on the show last week, it's like it's becoming extremely common for a rapper to get killed. Extremely common. The streets are involved in rap too much. Too much.
Yeah. What Juan saying about the sniff my cocaine?
Juan says the feds won't pick up the case. They're too busy dealing with the cartels here in Texas. But like I said last week, the shooter can enjoy that 99-year prison sentence here in Texas.
I still think they're going to get involved. I think they're going to get involved. I really do.
You think so? They haven't gotten any hip hop shootings though.
Say again?
Have the feds really got involved in any hip hop shootings?
The thing is, what makes me think, like I said, the feds will probably get involved is because they already kind of been watching J Prince to begin with.
Yeah.
So I think, like, you got to understand how the feds work. Like, they don't play fair. If they see an opportunity to expand their case, and especially to try to connect a homicide to somebody, it just makes their case bigger. Just makes it bigger.
You know what I'm trying to figure out? Like, when we were younger and I guess watching Run DMC come up, or LL or Rakim, or it seemed like we didn't resent them. It seemed like we didn't. I don't know if it's what they talked about or whatever. It seems like does the community that rappers come from hate the rappers? I mean, literally. I mean, it's one big shooting after another of people who. I thought, like, I remember one time being at John J. Burns Park in Massapequa when Rakim came out and was playing basketball. In other words, people we kind of embraced, we liked when they came around. Or I remember seeing LL in front of Roy Wilkins Park signing autographs over there when they do the carnival over there at Roy Wilkins and stuff like that. I don't understand now, what is the thing where you got to check in, or if a person go to the wrong place to eat or something, they get shot or robbed. I know they was robbing rappers before, and they wasn't robbing them because they was rappers, they was robbing them because they had it. But now it just seems like the tone and the tenor has changed. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think I used to hear stories about LL getting
Yeah.
jumped and all of that, man, back in the days. But I never really was
That
too
it's
sure
true. I
about
think
all of that,
I think they
you
used
know?
to get robbed a lot. I think they used to get
Yeah.
robbed of the chains and stuff like that. But a lot of them are still here from that era. They wasn't getting like mowed down like these dudes. And even if you look back, even with the gangster rap era, it seemed like it wasn't as bad as now. As far as, I mean, what do we have? Like the young man that got shot and killed over there at, I think it was the Waffle House or something, or
Oh, yeah.
Roscoe's Chicken and
Yeah,
Waffles,
yeah.
you know,
Mhm.
and Nipsey Hussle, and I mean, it just seems like one after the other. So I don't, the people who, you know, revere this group of entertainers, it seems like there must be some type of division or something, because I mean, they didn't rob the guy, right? They didn't rob
No,
him. He just got.
They just killed him.
Yeah,
you
you're right.
It was an argument. It sounded like a dice.
correct.
Somebody was getting. It was a dice game. An argument pursued. They said that the other. What's the other guy name? Offset? No. What's the other one name?
Quavo.
Quavo was trying to de-escalate it. And somebody pulled the gun out and shit went left. So.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I see like now that the street community sees the rappers as food now. The check-in is basically modern day extortion. That's what it is.
Yeah,
And
it is. That's exactly what it is.
and they rob them because they have to have these images of these $100,000 chains. So they see them as food, and that's basically what it is. That's how I see it. But I saw Juan's comment. He was talking about something about the feds with Irv Gotti. Juan, look deep into that case, because the feds did go after Irvin, but you have to look at why. The reason they looked at them was because correct. They were trying to get Preem, and they didn't want Irvin to finance his defense. That's why they went after him. So that's why I tell you about the feds don't play fair. The first thing they go for is your money, because if you don't have no money, you can't hire top rate lawyers. So if they cut your money supply off, they got you. It makes your defense weaker.
Yeah, man. So I don't know, man. I'll just hope they find the guy that did this, whoever did it, whatever, and the truth comes out. Can't get this brother back. His family is his gun.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. But the thing is, you got to realize there were a lot of people there, and a lot of those people were civilians. So we'll see how it turns out. But I'm kind of thinking that there's going to be some people going to jail.
Yeah.
Okay,
A lot of video too. You know, we seeing video from cell phones, but there's video there from out there in that mall too.
Yep. So I guess Brandon sounds like you got his technology together. So Jamie, can we bring our brother back in?
All right, Brandon.
Brandon, say something to us, man.
Can you guys hear me? Mic check.
There we go. We sound loud and clear. Let's bring him to the front, man. There we go. All right, cool. All right, so we got he's a Bears fan. So far, we know about this brother. We know he's
Cowboys.
No,
fan.
he's a Cowboys fan with a Bears hoodie on.
Cowboys
fan with a Bears hoodie on.
Bears hoodie on. And
let me defend myself. The hat. This is my brand right here.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
We give you that, man. Yeah, we sport like this.
The hat, like this. I don't know what the meaning is on the hat. What's the meaning for? What's that, bear? Okay, what's the words on the front? What's the words on the front?
Brandon's doing promotion. Brandon's doing promotion.
What says Valley Forge? What does it say? I can't see.
Wait, hold on. My bad. Let me get it right.
Valley something.
Valley Forge. Yeah. Yeah, it's just represent where I'm from, Central Valley, California, man, Hanford.
Oh, that's what's up, man. You know he's way out there in the West Coast, man. Thanks for coming on, man. That's like 6, 7 o'clock, man. Appreciate that, man.
Well, I'm actually living in Georgia, man. I live in Gwinnett County, Georgia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's where I'm from.
Big race in Georgia right now.
Yeah. So I went to go vote, man. I was the very first person at my precinct, man.
Wow.
So now give us your of course we've got to ask you. So
and that's just because I had to get to work early. I wasn't trying to do that. But no, that was cool, you know. And guess what though? Listen, guess what? The lady that walked out next to me or behind me, black lady. Next person after them, it was 2 ladies, 2 black ladies, 2 men, 2 black men. So, you know, it was cool.
The black vote turned out in Georgia. It isn't vote for Stacey Abrams, right?
Well, I mean, regardless of who they voted for, You
I
know
know.
what I mean? He just,
Right.
it's just kind of, it was just that just the fact that we are involved.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question real quick. I'm gonna let you get your but since in Georgia is piques my interest. You can say who you voted for now. I just want to know what the Warnock and Herschel Walker.
Yeah.
If you vote for Herschel Walker, what do you think he's a smart man? Off the top,
Do I
that's
think
my
he's
first.
smart?
Yeah.
I think he's got faith in God, and I think that's smart.
Everybody, a baby have faith in God. Do you think he's a smart man?
No. I'm sticking to exactly what I said. I think he's got faith in like a real God, because there's several different gods. We all know that. But I think he's got faith in the same God that I believe in. So I'm not necessarily believing in him, but I believe in. Even though Warnock's a pastor too, like.
Now I'm about to say, there you go.
Right. Yeah, I mean, but.
Do you think he's qualified for the position?
Do I think he's qualified for the position? If you're talking politically, no.
Okay.
Of course not. That's why it's that's probably why it's even closer. Because if he was qualified, knowing who he is, he would have blew the socks off of Warnock.
Okay, so let's explore that, because I think we're now in this stage, especially in the political realm.
He's not experienced, and he's got this man in a runoff.
Right. No, but what I'm saying is this. In other words,
but that's sad though.
If qualifications are not the standard, what do you think? What is the standard? What does a candidate need to do to earn your vote?
They didn't love their country.
So both of them love the country, though. You say they need to love the country.
How do you measure that, though? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, that's why I say credentials. It's credentials, right? If credentials are not part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
how do you measure that someone doesn't love their country?
Well, what kind of credentials should we be looking for? Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm trying to get my camera straight. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to get my camera straight and keep it still. But
so explain what you mean when you say that he loves his country.
Well, okay. I can't say that 100%, because I don't know this man personally. I don't know Herschel Walker.
I was going to get to that.
Yeah, I'll go through all the ins and outs. You know what I mean? I can't say love your country. That's kind of personal. You know what I mean? You can't say whether somebody does or does not love the nation that they live in.
I mean, you said it.
Whatever. I did say it. No, and I'm checking myself. I'm not. I'm checking myself. So I want to, and that's why I like, because I do a lot of type arguing a lot on Facebook, and you don't really get to explain yourself. You don't really get to expand on your thoughts very much before people, But I like a lot of conversations. So anyway, but yeah, I think, well, I'm kind of stuck right now, but I'm.
All right, take your time.
Because, it was a little heavy one when I said, I didn't mean to insinuate that Warnock doesn't love his country. And I'm just going to get right to the meat and bones of it. For me personally, it's hard for me to vote for Democrats.
Okay.
After just everything, right?
What's up?
And so,
what's everything?
Okay. Everything from about 1860 on.
Well,
okay, so let's do this. So basically, some people on both sides of the aisle would just say, "I'm going to vote for somebody because he's a Democrat," or "I'm going to vote somebody who is a Republican." So what I'm saying is, as far as the credentials are concerned, to me it looks like that Herschel Walker has been propped up to do this, and regardless of his lack of experience, some people feel like it's a credit because he represents the party. And so I saw that with Trump. Now, I've always believed this. I don't care which side of the aisle it is. To me, your first job in politics should not be of the highest offices to me. I just think it coming in, breaking in somewhere, I don't know if it's a council person, an assembly person, somebody, but to be the president and you break in politics that way, or to be a congressperson, to me, it's more than that. And I don't care which side of the aisle it is. We are fascinated with celebrity. But at some point, because of where the country is at, I think we do need unifiers. And across the the aisle, we're just too divisive right now across the board. So what I was saying is, in your personal opinion, not that you know Herschel Walker or anything like that, give me 3 things that are most important to you that a candidate must do to earn your vote, in your estimation.
Okay. Help the economy. Right. I mean, that's different ways. People might say different ways. Put more money in my pocket, whatever. Cut taxes, but just all around, at least make steps toward helping the economy. Protect children. And
now, is that an abortion reference? Is that an abortion reference?
No,
just children in general. Okay, I got you.
Unique situations, just
kids have healthcare and stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm talking about just every day, man. These kids are
I got you.
Just every day, man. Just any policies that you can implement, any conversation that you're willing to have, surrounded around, because I'm 29, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're young, brother.
I'm young, you know what I mean? So it wasn't that long ago that, we were able to like go outside and play and, just go different, go down the street, whatever, go. It wasn't that long ago. Kids don't, I've been in Illinois, I've been in St. Louis, I've been over here. Kids don't really, they do, but they don't really get out like they used to. You know what I mean? It's just different. Kids, I feel like the youth is definitely vulnerable. I feel like, we don't, and I think it's just really centered around not having certain conversations and kind of just allowing things to happen. But yeah, okay, so economics got to be, a big priority. However it is, and honestly, you can be a Democrat having good economic policy. I don't see why not. You know what I mean?
But would you vote Democratic if they were pushing all those things? But you just said you would never vote Democrat. That's what you said.
I said it's hard. Well, no, I said it's hard. You know what I mean? It's hard.
You actually said that when we asked you said everything that the Democrats did since 1860.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Would not have voted for a Democrat because of things that we went.
No. I just said it would be hard for me to vote, and you guys said why? And I said because everything from 1860 on. But I mean, I was just being very general. But I guess where do you start with some of the liberal stuff? I always start with the kind of common sense, basic stuff, which is like the whole gender thing, the gender spectrum. I mean, that affects everybody. That has nothing to do with race. That ain't got nothing to do with what school you go to. Don't got nothing to do with how old you are. That stuff's been the same since Adam and Eve. That stuff's been the same since day one. So I don't know why now we've got some people in this country that want to teach children. Like I saw a post just a few hours ago that talked about some famous Instagram chick. I don't know, that's chick. See, I'm over here calling this man this transsexual. I'm sorry, guys. I forget that I'm on live thing. I'm just having a conversation. But
speak your mind, brother.
I don't mean no disrespect to nobody. I've got a brother. I've got a brother. He thinks he's a female. So I live. It's part of my life as well. So it's affecting my home as well. But they're teaching this stuff in schools. They want drag queens shows. Have you guys ever seen that stuff?
Oh yeah, of course. We're in New York, so we see it. But let me ask you this question. First of all, let me say this.
And I think I'll ask you a question. I want to get Juan's question in too. That's your question.
Okay. To me. Yeah, that's just very concerning to me. Just kind of looking at my future, my child's future. I have one.
Gotcha.
I just want to say, I want to say this. I want you to know, so you're comfortable here. We're not a mean-spirited podcast. We want you to be heard. So we want. I know. I don't want you to think anybody's trying to set you up. We just really want to talk and get your perspective and things like that. So go ahead, D.
No, I just want to bring up Juan's question. I want to make sure because the way we work, Brandon, that we also have people in the chat that watch the show. We want to make sure everybody gets the comments. They go comment. Can you read it for us?
Yeah, Juan asked a question. He says, what public policies should Walker promote to demonstrate love for country, in your opinion?
What public policies? Well, what should he promote? He should promote public policies. Are we talking about like policing, or are we talking about
public
policies? Which ones? Whatever one. There are multiples. If there's one,
Just It could be environmental. It could be anything.
Anything.
Like,
What comes to your mind?
Yeah.
What comes to my mind? Well, right off the top of my head, I can't even think about it right now. To be honest with you, I can't even think about like one specific one. Like, and that's for anybody. Like, if you're talking about like, you know what? I'll be honest about this. I'm kind of going off of a reactionary memory just because I see so much content.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I see like a topic or something, or if you give me an example, it would be better categorized for me. But I'm like, as far as like titling, kind of, I'm not trying to make an excuse or anything either. But
Brandon, you trust the voting system?
The voting system, I always I give it the benefit of the doubt. I think it can always be messed with, by anybody. If it's doing digital tabulations and stuff, we know that stuff can always be like, tampered with or whatever. But hand counts, I don't know exactly how everybody runs their stuff, so I can't say exactly like in what part of the process, things might happen. But I could sure, like if somebody wanted to cheat on anything, I'm sure, if you got just like in any kind of thieving situation, you got the right people involved, you can kind of make things happen when
So you feel it can be tampered with?
Yeah, for sure. Of course.
But you was the first one online to vote.
I was the first one online to vote, 100%. I just got faith in it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I have my freedom to vote, so like I exercise that freedom.
Yeah.
Okay. I get you.
Check this out. I actually felt a little suppressed, man. As I felt that suppression. So being that first person in line, I thought I had registered to vote before the deadline, man, and I didn't. But I'm over here going through the process. I'm thinking I'm ready to boom. I'm gonna get in, get out. No, I'm voting for boom. Okay, so that did not happen that way. So I go to put my little ID card, on the scanner and everything. They have a scanner connected to the iPad. Just kind of scan your ID card, verify you real quick. They check to see if you're on the voter roll, which means that you got approved by the Secretary of State for Raffensperger. And I didn't have that because I voted past the deadline. I didn't pay attention. I didn't register early enough, obviously. So I'm going through to fill out a provisional ballot. And so that's what I did. I filled out a provisional ballot. It took about 30 more minutes of my time. And I don't even know if my vote got casted or not. Because it was past the deadline. Now, I could say that's part of suppression because I am an American citizen, and regardless of what the deadline is, boom, 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 I cast the ballot. But it was just I was past the deadline when I registered.
But,
you know what I mean?
You said something about voter suppression. The funny thing is, the party that's doing the most voter suppression is the party that you love the most. The gerrymandering. That's like that. They want to stop you personally, look just like you. All 5 of us on the screen. That's your party, though. They're not trying to.
Might have been the reason why you had a hard time in the first place.
So it's so crazy. But
no, it could have been that. It could have been.
Yeah, I guarantee you. What are some of your most passionate topics for in this election for you? What's the most passionate for you?
Okay. Definitely just seeing promotion of, I guess, just family values. Seeing promotion of things that are just kind of right. Seeing and it's not really a Democrat or Republican thing. It's just kind of doing right by kind of the country. I mean, oh man, I don't know. I feel like when I listen to Democrats debate, talk, and stuff, they seem to always be kind of wanting to push a narrative. And when I listen to the
Republicans don't.
No, and that's what I'm getting to. Like
okay.
When I listen to some of the conservatives, I listen to like you listen to Lindsey Graham, like he's one and the same with like these dudes like Biden and Schumer. To me, these are the dudes that have been there since damn near JFK. Like, I don't, you know, these dudes, I don't really trust these dudes. I see that they're a big part of the party, right? I don't think that they should be. I feel like the new you guys asked me a question earlier about Kanye being the face of the new conservative.
Yeah.
Somebody had said that or something. Or was that in the newspaper or something?
Yeah, that was.
I actually read an article and there's a headline that they're saying that he may be the new face of the Black conservative party in America, right? So I didn't know. And you're conservative, correct? Is that?
I was
so what do you think about that? Is that something that's plausible or just a headline?
Well, I don't think so. I think it's more of just a headline. I think it kind of plays into something that Kanye wants out of it. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's what he. Well, yeah, probably wants out of it, but I don't think that's fully correct. You know what I mean? I think people just noticed a lot of things that he was kind of saying in this time or whatever, things that people have had questions for a long time, things that, you know, people in our different circles, you know, have whispered about for a long time. I kind of like a couple of years ago, I just had this kind of urge to like go on this dig through the, I don't even know if I can even say this word, but the Jewish background, the Jewish history.
Just be careful.
Yeah, okay.
Don't get your channel banned, bro.
Yeah.
No. This is all just. I mean, it's all history. I don't got nothing on my channel.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
No, they're joking with you.
They're joking with you, bro.
That's cool.
So now you say you were raised conservative, right? So give us a little insight. You were raised conservative, so give us a little insight, maybe where you went to school, your background, your parents. You know, some of the things that you were raised as a Black conservative. A lot of us, I think, maybe everybody else on the screen may have been raised in a Democratic household, possibly. But being a Black man in a conservative environment growing up, how was that? How was your parents? You know, how was that growing up in that environment? Is that the most of your family, or is it just an aberration with your immediate family?
Probably just my immediate family, man. My dad's from Birmingham, Alabama. My mom's from Los Angeles. She grew up in Los Angeles, and you know, they military family. So I think a lot of the military played a role in my household. My dad was Navy, so you know, he was 18 when he joined. He was born in 1960, and my mother was born in 1956. So
and both of your parents are Republicans?
Well, no, they're Democrats. This is something that has also, this whole politics thing is something that.
So they didn't raise you to be conservative.
No, that's the thing, is that they raised me to be conservative. They never talked to us about politics.
Okay.
Oh, so they raised you to be conservative, not a conservative, just conservative.
No, well, a conservative, like, okay, so my mom had us in church almost 5 days a week.
Gotcha.
You know, like, I mean, my brothers, I'm one of four boys, and you know, I'm the youngest. So my oldest brother, I think, is born in like 85. He's like almost 40 now. Second oldest is like, you know, he's right behind him, and then I got one that's 2 years older than me. So, you know, there's they've got two 80s babies, and then you got two 90s kids, right? So there's just such a big difference, you know, and I see kind of a degradation, you know, of our society just kind of over the time, and it's happening faster than it has before, I think. But I think this is kind of all around. When I say degradation of society, I'm talking about just kind of in the way that people think, their logic and everything, kind of from a foundation level up. And I guess that's kind of what makes me so. That's what I'm looking for in politics. You know, these are the ones that drive policies and stuff that do, you know, whatever it is, whether it be educational, whether it be recreational, you know, well, growing up in my household, like I said, we went to church a lot. The military background, that really shaped and kind of gave me like a foundation, and just once again, and also having a father in the home, having a dad in the home, you know, that was something that I noticed growing up. A lot of my friends didn't have. You know what I mean? I was the weird one because I had both of my parents in the home. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that was
Let me ask you a
that was
question.
something I noticed that young. My friends, you know, they're going to their mom's house this weekend. They're going to their dad's house this weekend. Um, you know, yeah, different situations. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Jamie, real quick, I'm gonna get to produce. I'm gonna make sure. I'm sorry, I ain't gonna cut you off, Brandon. I'll make sure my man Jamie get to Juan's question real quick. Oh, Nikisha, sorry, question. Sorry.
This is a very good question. It's something that I was thinking as well. Like, what is his definition of being conservative? And I'll say this: maybe us coming from New York, here in New York, Democrat means liberal, Republican means conservative. You know, but I think it may be a little bit different in other parts of the country. You know what I mean? I think it seems like you say that your parents were Democrats, but you were raised conservative. You know what I mean? Which is kind of almost unheard of here in New York. So to her point and to her question, what is your definition of being a conservative?
I think it starts with a honestly, I think it starts with a Christian foundation. I don't think it ends with a Christian foundation as well, because I kind of think it does end with a Christian foundation as well, but and not Christian like just in this commercial kind of way, but just like I guess like you guys said the word earlier, holistic way, but in like the most holistic way possible. You know, if you're going to be right, I think it's kind of telling that, you know, you have the right and then you have the left. Like, and it's also telling, you know, you have sayings you say, oh, you're out in left field. Like, left is the opposite of what is right. Like, I think that's just kind of even drawn in, you know, like kind of built in there. Like, I don't know, like you forgive people, you know what I mean? Like you give, you're, you know what I mean? Yeah, what's up?
Can I ask you some questions, Brandon? Just out of what? All right, women's right to choose. Should a woman have the right to have an abortion?
Yeah, they can do it at any time that they want to, whether it's legal or not.
Okay, sounds liberal, right? That sounds like a very.
Oh, I'm just saying, it's just the reality. Like that's not liberal.
You're saying that women can have an abortion whether it's legal or not. Is that what your answer was? But should they have the right? Do you think it should be legal?
I don't think it should be legal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think personally it should be legal. No, I would have never endorsed that.
Okay.
Personally.
When you vote Republican, that's what you're doing. You're endorsing that. You're supporting it.
Well, no. I'm saying like I would never endorse abortion. I would definitely endorse, you know, like a pro-life stance for sure. That's one of the things that, you know.
So how would you vote for Herschel Walker? I'm gonna get Juan's. I'm sorry. I'm for the sake of time. I'm gonna get Juan all the viewers questions in, but then I'm gonna ask you after all those questions. Then how do you still vote for Herschel Walker? Go to the question.
I'm assuming that you're talking about the allegation of the story. I'm not gonna call it an allegation. I guess it's true. So, what he had a lady did an abortion some years ago.
Feud him.
He giving out abortion money. Giving out abortion money, like you know.
And took him to the clinic.
Like he's in a strip club.
Yeah. So he just likes to. So does anybody know when the last time he did this was? Did they got a date or something?
I don't know, man. He got the receipt, so he did keep the receipt. That's
these are questions.
He paid with a check. He paid with a check. So the lady.
Wait. He kept the receipt.
The lady he paid with a check. Am I right, y'all? He paid with a check, and the lady.
Yeah, he paid it. Supposedly paid with a check.
He gave the lady a check for it. So
allegedly.
We're gonna say allegedly. We're gonna get a. I'm not calling Herschel Walker a brother. We're gonna call Mr. Walker. That's it. He ain't no brother. But let's get to brother Juan's question. Go ahead, Derek.
Juan says, second last from me. Question. You mentioned that you had an issue with what was being taught in schools, e.g. LGBT plus materials. Do you believe that money should follow the child to their school of choice? Do you believe that money should follow the child to their school of choice?
that money should follow a child.
That money that they're putting towards it should follow them to the. So if a child chooses to change schools, should the money go to the school that they choose to go to?
Oh, as far as like from the state or from the
like it's like choice, like educational choice.
Yeah, educational choice. It's an educational choice.
Say for each kid, like the school district gets $30,000 a kid. Let's just say the school district doesn't want to support the kids learning this LGBTQ plus community stuff, and the parents say, "You know what? I'm gonna send my school over to Rodney's district because he can do it over there." So the money follow the kid.
Probably not. I guess. Like, let me see.
So
I'm wondering how that would affect. How that would affect things. I've never really thought about that. Should the money follow the kid? So, I guess the money that they're getting. Oh, so like Rodney's school would eventually what be?
So if it's welcoming to his community.
Think of it in terms of, let's say, a voucher. All right.
Exactly.
Give a child a voucher, and with that voucher, they can go get an education anywhere they choose. All right. Was that something that you would support?
As being state funded?
Yeah, state.
It's state funded. Tax paid. The parents pay taxes just like everybody else's parent.
Well, if the parents are paying into it, if you're going to push the LGBTQ stuff, then I feel like if the state's funding that, then why not fund the choice?
Okay.
Because because then what are you doing? Just force my kids just to sit there? I never even thought about that, but hell yeah, they should do that. What? Yeah, duh. Like, what I got to pay out of pocket to protect my kids some more when I'm already paying y'all?
Well, we run out of time here. So, Brandon, anything where people can find you at? First of all, hold up. Since you're a Black conservative, I want to see what Black conservatives listen to. What's your top 5 rappers of all 5 rappers? You 29 years old. You Black conservative.
Man, this is easy. This is easy. This is easy, man.
So go ahead, man. Let me hear you.
Listen, hip hop turned me conservative.
Okay.
Stop playing. Hip hop turned me conservative. I was sitting up here listening to Kendrick Lamar while all my friends are listening to all these new little dudes that are rap coming out in 2010.
So Kendrick Lamar on your 5. Kendrick Lamar on your 5.
Well, not now. I feel like he's, I feel like he's kind of, I feel like he's
don't matter what his new music is. He can make it
No, he is, but he ain't my top like he used to be. He's coming real commercial, but yeah. So Kendrick Lamar, man, probably DJ Quick. Let me see. J. Cole.
Okay, 3.
Let's see. Side of Prince.
Okay, 4.
Ooh.
Come on, man. Do one more, brother.
Last.
Then go to commercial.
Okay, let me see. And Kanye West.
Oh boy, there we go. This interview's over. You good? You said that bullshit. Kanye West on the thing. We got a lot of people saying you right at that bullshit. So anyway, where can people find you, man? How can they get in touch with you, man? What's your channels and your hat and all that stuff like that website?
Yeah, man. The hats aren't just a one of a kind, man. But you can just find me through this channel, man. I don't be doing nothing, man. I just be going on there ranting about what I see in the moment. I hope to come back on with you guys some other time.
No, definitely.
No.
Another conversation.
No.
Nah, my young brother, you family, man. So you know family now.
Sure.
So
right,
we wish you nothing but the best out there, and vote one Warlock. So don't vote Herschel Walker. Don't be stupid and waste your time with that ignorant shit.
Hold on. Wait. I didn't get to ask you what about Walker do you guys like? I mean, not about Walker, Warnock. Warnock, my fault.
I like the fact he can.
Oh, let Kevin go first.
What is intelligent being? I see like that's it.
He can read. He can read.
A lot of people said
Freeman.
Close it out.
Freeman, don't die on this hill, bro.
Yeah,
listen, let this coast it out. But listen, thank you, brother. Thank you.
On January 6th, the runoff, we'll come back to you. What day is the 6th?
Definitely.
We Do we bring it back?
Okay.
No, bring it back.
No. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Brother, keep your faith in God, and I definitely appreciate you.
Appreciate
you coming.
Yeah, I appreciate you. I'm not
Definitely.
I appreciate
All
you.
right, my brother. Thank you so much.
Man. All right, man. Cool.
Holy shit. Yo, a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Do we have a commercial coming up? Is there a commercial available?
He's lucky he was a kid. Lucky he was a kid.
Is this commercial time?
Yeah, it's commercial. Let's just go to commercial.
Very polite.
We'll be back. We'll be back after this.
I'm proud of you.
We'll be back after this.
Take it to commercial, Jerry.
Hi, I'm Dawn Kelly, and I'm the founder and CEO of The Nourish Spot, a healthy food and beverage haven in Southeast Jamaica, Queens. Chosen in 2019 as Micro Business of the Year by the U.S. Small Business Administration. My adult children, Jade and Owen Duncan, and I established The Nourish Spot to provide affordable access to healthy produce, to help our neighbors combat chronic diseases, to provide jobs for a diverse community youth. And it's no secret that small businesses play a critical role in the local economy. It's also proven that community is vital to the growth of small businesses. So come, let us nourish you at The Nourish Spot. We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 10 to 6 p.m.
Yo, what's up? If you like what you're seeing from the Four Brothers here, give us a thumbs up, like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay notified when we go live and post new content. Thank you for the support. I'm sorry, I was chewing still. Listen, one thing I want to say, it's hard. People understand it's hard. It's easy to debate people and chat with people on the phone. I mean, your internet. It's hard being one-on-one with somebody, and we got a small audience, and it's small brother. So, shout out for the brother even have the bravery to come over. And we're older gentlemen too. We're older gentlemen. We lived a little longer than him. Yeah. The brother could be all of our kids. They think, come on, I got nephews and nieces older than him. So you know what I'm saying. So it's like so.
Listen, it's unfair. He's at a disadvantage. He's at a disadvantage.
I think black folk. I think we have many conservative ideas. We just don't.
All of us have, and on him we have conservative views.
Right. Yeah. We just, it's just hard.
You gotta understand, right? And I don't want to beat up on a young brother. First of all, yeah. I had to cool my phone off because my shit was blowing up with all the people that I know are watching the show. I don't even want to say about the comments that they were making. But the thing is, when you typically talk to people that are diehard Republicans and Trump supporters and all that, that's the typical mindset. That they're not really clear on where they stand and what things mean. It's it's just they just bought into it. You know what I mean? Because it just looks cool to them. But they can't really articulate themselves on why they're there.
Well, I'll say this: I do see the connection with Herschel Walker now. I didn't say that. And I'm not getting the scroll. I'm not getting scroll because I try to go to commercial and act like this. I'm not gonna get no scroll. I try to go to commercial. I come back from commercial. Here y'all go again. You saw a car accident, then y'all can go around the block to see it again. I was trying to go to the next topic.
Let me ask you a question.
I tried. Yes, go, Rodney. Go.
Kelvin, you thought he was one of Herschel Walker's kids that he didn't claim?
I thought he was Herschel Walker with a mask on. This is what I'm saying. No, and I don't mean no. Listen, let me say this. I'm gonna be fair. There are some conservatives that are brilliant people and Democrats brilliant people. Unfortunately, that was not on display tonight, and that's it. And I'm not gonna apologize for it. That's it. Now the boy is 29 years old. Okay. What's your opinion? I don't have an opinion. I just say what I feel. I mean, look, at the end of the day, that's it. So that's it. And D, I blame you. D, yeah, we'll have to have you back. Let me just try to be polite and try to be truthful. Right, Rodney has to tell the truth. So
I said no, he can't come back.
He might be.
No, this is my point. For let me just say this. I feel I need to say this. What happened was, for those that don't know at home, this person reached out and took exception to the young lady that was brilliant that we had on last week. So because he took exception, our producer indeed thought it'd be good to give him an opportunity to voice his opinion. We did not see this coming. So I would say that we thought, no, I'm just going to be honest with you. We didn't see it coming. We thought there was going to be some very salient points made. Tonight there were not.
What if I told you this was coming? I didn't say it in the pre-show.
What if you told me that this was coming?
No, I knew this was coming. I knew it was coming.
Then I blame you, Rodney, because if you knew this was coming and they tell me, then I blame you.
No, don't blame me. Blame D and Jerry. This was their great idea.
But if I knew this was coming, I'd have called out tonight. I knew this was coming.
I could be in the bed sleeping right now.
Yeah, there you go, Juan. I'm trying to clean it up. Juan says, I don't think it's a matter of clarity. To me, it's more like he seems to be a low-info voter. But as you guys said, he's young. He hasn't really lived yet. I'm
trying not to let the enemy use me. That's what I'm trying not to do.
He hasn't lived yet. But listen, most people become conservative as they get older. He's already starting off.
Let me see. Y'all keep talking about conservative. I can articulate better than that when I was 18 years old. Talking about some 29 years old conservative. No, I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it. That's it.
Listen, this is hard.
Our generation, like 40 the new 30. This generation, 29 the new 19.
No,
it's backwards.
12.
And then do not get toward the end trying to kick knowledge. What do y'all like about whatever? I like you going off disagrees. What y'all like? Do not try. You can articulate. Nope.
Listen, man. We always say we get back to good, the bad, and ugly. People challenge us. We send invitations.
I was trying not to say that commercial break. I thought commercial break.
Now we're a channel that always want to keep our word with what we say we're going to do. So that's what
I'll say this, and I'll be honest with you, and I may get fired for saying this. You have an opinion. You have an opinion does not warrant you being on this screen, though, and I realize that, and that's the truth. And now I'm sorry, that's the truth, because this is just going out to too many people. This is going out to too many intelligent people. Much like Rodney, I had somebody say, I can't take this no more. Good night. I mean, I've had several people signing off. So, you know what I'm saying?
Kelvin, the enemy is already using me. There you go.
And you are, for the first time, the enemy right. The enemy is absolutely right. I can't.
This is a young brother, man. Come on, man.
No. Derek, you can't tell me. Derek.
That's what he is. That's what he's at.
Derek, you can't tell me you got one son right now under your roof. Can't voice yourself better than this. Tell me right now.
It's too hard to explain, bro. It was too much. It was a crash and burn. We had a conservative brother come on. It was a crash and burn for him, man.
You ain't missing nothing. You was blessed if you just tuning in.
Oh my God.
And you don't make it so bad. I knew it early. I knew it was question number one. I knew it early.
Yeah.
Look, get the sports teams together. I knew it early.
Dude, I'm telling you, I knew this. I knew this, and I'll tell you why in the back of the pre-show. But we had a Cowboys fan with a Chicago Bears hoodie on. That would you're right. That right there should have let us know that this is going to go bad. This is a very confused individual.
I ain't want to do this. Y'all push me to this.
We want Juan and Michelle come. We know if we get Juan.
Oh, no. You can't have Juan and Michelle because they got degrees. You can't have them. I've been pushing for that for weeks. Don't get them. We ain't have Flavor Flav on yet. We ain't have,
I'm rocking with you.
No.
We can't have loyal, intelligent followers come on.
No, don't bring no attorneys on or nobody with no degrees. Don't do that. Don't get nobody that can make their point on.
Don't get nobody with common sense. What sense does that make?
Yeah, don't come on here with that.
Michelle, you're a Cowboys fan. You just let
don't come on here with that reading.
Dang.
Yo, we got a brand new number one worst guest. Brand new. Kelvin, you're safe now, Kelvin. You're safe. You're
Oh,
safe.
believe me. Oh, y'all know at 11 o'clock I was gonna bring that up. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The struggle is over, brother.
What was that?
That's right.
What was that?
Bears hoodie, sacrilegious.
I swear
Well,
my
I'm mad
kid,
at Rodney couldn't even play it off. Rodney was no.
No, you can't go on this show or not do it.
Sam
You gotta
I'm listening to my
research.
producer. I try to be easy. I was like, no, I'm gonna be easy. I'm looking at it as one of my students.
No, D, I blame you too, because D's still trying to make a conversation out of it. We like D.
Yeah, he was still. Dude,
D,
I'm not
right.
gonna lie. I was texting D. That's right.
Mad people were texting. The kids
I
was
texted
Shout
texting.
out, Brad.
I
I'm
texted-
one independent on the show, man. So I feel you, but dang, brother. Good Lord, this was like watching a. Woo.
But all Brandon's viewers, come follow us on Let's Chop It Up over here. 9 people Wednesday. You get the real good, some good politics conversation.
D said some fatal words. Let me ask you a question. I said, oh no, not another question. You know they ain't no answer. Like, why you?
I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to get the young man welcome. He's still welcome to come. I mean,
All I hear is clear. Here go D.
We gotta take a vote.
CPR.
oh, man, I'm sorry.
Shit. Kid.
Oh man, I missed something. I'm sorry. Anyhow,
My head hurts, man.
Unfortunately,
he has talking points without having studying. Yeah, Michelle. Yeah.
No, I didn't hear the points. Where was the points? What points did I miss?
But that's what these other people that's coming like what's the Daily Show? They expose these Trump supporter people because they don't
They
have
just got the points.
You know what's gonna happen to him? He gonna wind up running for something and getting it too.
Yeah.
They
And
see
winning.
him tonight. That's it. Hershey better watch out.
And then he's gonna come after us. Me and Kelvin, we gotta watch our backs, Kelvin.
I know I ain't see y'all with a book.
I can't believe they got a runoff.
And I was just trying to say, brother, tell me something. I was raised conservative. My parents are Democrats.
They vote for Democrats.
Derek trying to do a lesson for the boy about what Democrat is. Conservative is.
In New York, my brother, we have this is what we call liberal.
No, but what I'm saying is, in other words, we can't ask you the question because you don't even understand it. Like, are you a Democrat or Republican? What you mean by Republican?
He thought it was a trick question, I guess. I don't know, man. But listen,
I identify as a trans Republican.
Who are you like? I love it because man love his country. That's why I vote for him. And the good thing is that he don't have no experience. That's what I really like. That he unqualified. That's what I thought was the biggest selling point.
He said he was unqualified. He still voted for him.
That's what I like. I like them for the. And guess what? The woman behind me in the line was black. I'm thinking of somebody like Stacey Abrams or somebody he's trying to get to. Like, guess who was online? Other black people. You know, and they was free too.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I'm gonna be quiet, be nice. Michelle, y'all should. Michelle won. Y'all just let your boy just die out here, man. I'm serious. Y'all could have just said something.
Because I'm sitting there saying, I know D about the rap. I said, I know D about the rap.
Right here. They just let him
it makes it so bad. I couldn't even say it on the screen. I had to go out to make my comments. Somebody's got to do something.
He's a young guy, man. He's gonna figure it out. His views might change later. We don't know, man. He's still growing politically, man.
I knew that we were in trouble because when I saw Kelvin on his screen sit back and cross his arms, I said, "Yo, Kelvin don't even want to talk. He don't even want to talk."
Nothing else. I tried to bring it back. It wasn't there.
Michelle, email us.
Oh man, so let's get to some. We only got like a 20 more minutes or so, man. Damn, that was bad, man. That was a real crash and burn.
Email us, Michelle. That's the email right there, Michelle.
Email right there.
Email us. Yeah.
We'll talk about that.
At blacklatino.com.
No, you wouldn't listen. You wouldn't have listened. Y'all wouldn't have listened. Y'all still would have did it because you already had it lined up.
Ain't gonna crazy shit. This Karan supposed to come on with us, but he had another meeting. It would have been really bad.
No, Karan just knew he had a premonition. Well,
oh no, man! I'm so glad that didn't happen. I'm so glad that didn't happen.
I'm gonna get to it, Jamie. He said, D, I ain't worried about y'all got that one.
I'm so glad.
I got other shit to do, man. He said I got other shit to do. You got that one.
I'll be honest with you, like for the Karan to come on as intelligent and as solid as Karan is, I kind of feel it would have been an insult for him to come on and beat up this kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Would have been.
I just saved 30.
But to me, it wasn't even an attack thing. I was saying, make your point. Just say, and couldn't do that.
So listen, for all young people, just write an outline of your points. It's easy to do this and debate on the phone and all that kind of stuff like that.
No, I'm a baby that he did that.
And he realized that today. He realized that. He said,
you know what I'm saying? He said you gotta have real facts, actual facts, not this. What my man called it before? Alternative.
I don't care about even an opinion or something. I take anything. Give me something intelligible. Anything.
Yeah. But anyhow, man. Listen, let's get on. Let's see. You got Kyrie Irving, man, the star basketball player for the Brooklyn Nets. A lot of people wasn't coming to Kyrie's aid, man. Like Reggie Miller speak his perspective on television about a lot of NBA players wasn't coming to Kyrie's aid. I think personally, I didn't like the way he's trying to buck break his brother on national TV with the stuff they're trying to make him do. Guys' thoughts?
Well, I'm not a Kyrie fan. I will say this. I think all the 5 or 6 things that he has to do before he can play again, I think that's excessive.
Mm-hmm.
That I do think is excessive. I'm not with that. Yep. I didn't like that. I totally think that's out of bounds. That I didn't like at all. And to me, I'm assuming the Players Association has to go after this and back him with that, because where does this come from? You can't just make up just the things to
Joe
do.
Tsai, not even from the NBA.
You go meet with the leaders of this community, which people offend us and never have to meet with anybody from our community, and the other thing is then you got to come back to the owner and talk about let me say this. The man reposted something that people disagree with. That's what he did in essence. Okay. And so to me, what bothers me, I remember when Cooper, the wide receiver from the Philadelphia Eagles, said the N-word on video. The NFL said, we're going to let the Eagles handle it. And the Eagles gave him 1 day of sensitivity training. So this double standard is ridiculous. I think that is too much. I think that's excessive. Now, again, I'm not a Kyrie Irving person. I told Rodney last year he's going to do something as a lightning rod. This year, every year, something about Kyrie Irving other than just playing basketball and being on the court. To me, the man has enough money and enough stature where he can do so many things in the community where he doesn't have to be baited into this and things. And what I realize is this. Your ideology is just what it is. It's your ideology. That's just it. That's why you can go to your houses of worship, you can go to your group meetings, stuff like that, and you can be around like minds. When you're in these settings and things like that, you can't convince the world of your ideology. That's just it, And to me, he lost a lot of money that I don't think he'll ever recover. I don't think Kyrie will ever see those $240 million deals. No, I don't think he'll ever see that, And he offended one of the 2 most powerful communities in the world today. And one of them controls 95% of finance. That's just the bottom line. So, but I don't like the way he's being done. I also don't like the fact that he allows himself to fall right into the trap. And some of these are just self-inflicted wounds. I don't think the other players have an obligation to speak. I don't think because you have opinion on things that you got to have an opinion on everything.
Correct.
And that's just the bottom line. Some things you're passionate about and some things you're not. These players are trying to stay out of the way. They don't want to shrapnel.
People got to think about this too also. And first, I wish they would go up to Amazon because Amazon got on their platform. That's another subject. But everybody's not well versed to go jump in that water with Kyrie. So if I'm not well versed, like the young man we just came on the show, if I stay quiet, nobody knows my opinion. Nobody knows if I'm dumb. Nobody knows I'm smart. So a lot of players don't know how to get into that debate about anti-Semitic, which is really Kyrie's just trying to be pro-black. I don't think he's trying to be anti-Semitic at all towards this thing. He's just trying to be pro-black, and they don't know how to defend that, so they just stay quiet. And I think that's sometimes the best advice for somebody just like,
But that's part of it, D. The reality of it is true. They also know this community will definitely get you by association. If they jump in the water after him, it's going to cost them financially. They know that.
They don't know. A lot of young motherfuckers, we just saw it. 29-year-old kid in order to debate or nothing like that, right? You imagine these kids in the NBA now only 22, 19, 20. Mm-hmm. LeBron, they might, but LeBron, that might not be LeBron fight. I hear people that's going up LeBron to open up a school. I look at everybody pointing fingers at LeBron and them guys, certain people, they pointing at, what the fuck have y'all done? At least these brothers do schools and try to put people through college and all kind of shit, and people getting on them. So but they got to go up to Jeff Bezos.
I don't care, man.
Yeah, man. I'm like, people be pointing fingers at people that don't do shit themselves. I don't understand.
This is what I'll say. If somebody on this show says something outlandish and got into the fire, what I can speak on is the character of the people on this show.
You talking about smart ass Michelle.
The problem is the problem is this. This is the problem. The reality of it is this community is not going to let him off the mat. And anybody that stands next to him, they're not going to let you off the mat. And I think some people are afraid of that. They just don't. And so what happens is, because this is not the first offense to people, the first thing, it'd be like Rasheed Wallace arguing a technical foul. The end of the day, it is always something with Kyrie. And it's always something off the court. And somebody did something the other day that showed Kyrie missed over 111 games in the years with the Nets already. So it's like you're never on the court, but it's always the biggest news about you off of the court. That's the main thing. The only reason people have you in the forefront is because of your talent, but you're always going, always known for something else. That's what I'm saying. And so that's the thing. Some players are like, I can't jump in the fire with him because he's always in the fire.
I think Kyrie got sucked into Kanye West bullshit. That's what fucked him up. Bad timing.
No, I don't. You
don't think it's bad timing?
No, I don't.
It's bad timing, but I don't think it's like they planned it.
Yeah, I don't think that he.
No, I think he planned it. I think it just is. He released.
Oh, I see what you're saying. No words. The backlash is heavy because I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
So you're just talking about the timing of it.
Yeah, that's the time.
Okay.
I ain't saying down with that motherfucker.
No, yeah, because if Kyrie Irving's down with Kanye West, he is an idiot.
Nah, I don't think that.
First thing I want to say is that I commend you guys, because I do know that you guys are not a fan of Kyrie Irving. You don't like Kyrie Irving, but you were willing to put that aside to basically see what's happening here. And I actually like that. The thing is, too, you guys on here, I like guys that stand on their square, especially if they're right or whatever. Kyrie Irving, basically, this is what we're seeing is because Kyrie Irving beat them the first time when it came to the issue of the shot. He was still able to play. He had Stephen A. Smith, Shaq again, Barkley, all still calling him, telling him he should do this and that. Nobody ever apologized to him when they had to put him back on the court for the playoffs, because at the end of the day, they needed him more than he needed. They needed him more than he needed them. Came there, they didn't go nowhere, whatever. I get it. The thing is this. We condemning this man because he posted something. Kyrie Irving should realize that the fire is already on him because he already beat them. So they're laying for him. So when he gives it to them, they're going to come harder than they did before. That's the way it works. So now, by him making this post, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know Kyrie Irving personally, but I don't think that he kind of felt that by making that post, he would have received this type of backlash. I don't really believe that. The thing is, too, Kyrie Irving didn't make that movie. Kyrie Irving didn't executive produce that movie. Nothing. He just made a post on his thing. He's not making any money from that movie. The people that have it on their streaming platforms, the people that have it in theaters or whatever, they're not receiving any backlash from this.
Right.
So this is them specifically targeting Kyrie Irving because he beat them when it came to the shot. So now, also, we got to also remember, too, the shot was so important until Major League Baseball season started. Then it basically wasn't as important. But Kyrie Irving should have been thinking that I got to watch what I do because they are laying for me to make another move so that they can take me out. They're not going to let you win twice.
I think it was still important doing the same for all the sports. New York didn't let you in Toronto. That said, I can't agree with you on that one.
You say what?
When you said the sports, the baseball.
The boy sport players was forced to take the shot like the whole NBA.
Yeah, New York, you can't play. You can't play in Toronto at all. You can't play a game in Toronto. You was vaccinated. No, sir, not at all.
But that's the only place they couldn't play.
That's the only place they couldn't play. Yes.
Okay, so that's one place.
Yeah.
Like there was more than one place in the NBA.
Yeah, I think Canada shut down.
It's also about indoor being indoor stuff too.
Okay.
New York, the Yankees and Mets all play outdoors.
I'll retract that.
But I think
problem.
this is the thing. At the end of the day, for instance, I'm sure people realize we all have pre and post production of the show, right? So we're on the screen before the show, and we're on the screen after the show, right? There are certain things that the four of us may discuss that are not for public consumption. Fair?
Mm-hmm. I want to get back to the comments after Kelvin's thing because something like Sharif.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
All right, bring up Sharif's comment. Okay.
He said Kyrie also retweeted that Alex Jones conspiracy theory, so he can't be trusted. Which one is that one, Sharif?
Remember about the shooting out in
the kids being killed at the shooting.
Yeah.
What's it called? Turtle Hook or what is it? What's it?
This is the thing that I think would help people, especially in our community.
Sandy Hook. There you go.
This is what I think would help people in our community a lot. Once you realize that this is not going to be fair, then you understand how to operate. See, I think people's on this premise that it's not fair, it's a double standard. Exactly. That's just what it is. It's not fair. And it's not a double standard. Right, it's a double standard. It's not fair. So once you realize that the playing field is not level, then I've learned to operate within the field of play regardless, you know. And now you can have the fight of saying it's not fair, this is not right. But we know that. We know that. Kobe Bryant mouthed the word. He mouthed a actual slur against the second most powerful community. He mouthed it. They read his lips. And he was charged $100,000 fine, $100,000 fine for something that they said they played back and said that he mouthed the words. That's just what it is. So if you know that, I want to know why you keep going right back to the source. Kyrie Irving, again, I told Rodney last year, it's not going to be the vaccine this year. It's going to be something else. Here we are in this season.
I didn't deny that.
It is. Yeah, I know you didn't. I'm saying it's something else. Now, to me, rather than cost yourself over $200 million, rather than Kanye West losing $1.5 billion or whatever the case is, I'm saying you still have enough cachet and enough ability that the things that you want to implement for and in your community to actually take those resources and do them. But if you need to just, go to this other community and tout what your ideology is, and it costs you, if you're getting your resources from that community, then I think you're cutting off your nose to spite your face. I would say be like Robin Hood, take that money from that community and then empower your own community. And I think that's the win-win. That's the way I see it. Okay, but people will say that's the sellout point of view, and I don't think it is. I think just honestly, this game is not set up to be fair, and that's just the bottom line. I was raised where I was taught it wasn't fair. My parents definitely let me know what it was out here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then we go. Let's take a time, man. Let's take a time. Your boy Shaquille O'Neal calls out Kanye West a Ye. Sorry, let me make sure I call the brother by his name Ye about on his business affairs. That I guess that because Shaq have theaters and they were showing the movie too.
Yeah, I think so.
Right, I think so. Right.
Yeah, allegedly. I haven't confirmed that. So I'm not sure, but I know that it was on social media that people were saying that Shaq owned theaters that were carrying the movie.
I thought Mike, what's his name? Jordan had the theaters, but I mean not Jordan. What's his brother name?
Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson. Hey, guess what I gotta say, y'all? No scroll so far. That dude took a ball. I couldn't even get a scroll in this today.
None of us got scrolls.
The scroll didn't want to be involved. The scroll didn't want to come out.
Yeah,
that's just hilarious, man. Like, God damn. But yeah, but Shaq, I mean, Kanye West is like.
Was Kyrie? I think it was Kyrie was speaking on some dealings that involved Shaq or something, right?
A 50-50 deal.
Yeah. And then Shaq responded back to him and said, "Listen, mind your business."
Well, Shaq doesn't mind his business. He gives his opinion on other shit that don't got nothing to do with him.
Yeah, Shaq ain't got the heat that Kanye got right now, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For people that don't know, basically Kanye made a remark that Shaq was in business with Jamie Salters, I think it is, and that they have
Jamie First and David Beckham, right? Some shit like that.
Something, yeah. Supposedly, there's a 50-50 deal that Jamie Salters and Beckham are in, and he's also in business with Shaq. And Kanye brought up the point of saying there is no such thing as a 50-50 deal. Somebody has to have an extra 1% to be the head shareholder in order to make the final decision, which is some degree I do agree with Kanye. That's a fact. Somebody's got to be able to make that decision, and big businessmen know that. So Shaq basically took offense to that he posted that, and then he came back at Yeezy, told him about his business. He don't know him like that.
But you know what? If you're under the heat right now, I wouldn't bring somebody else's name in it. No different than when Kobe was in Colorado talking about, well, Shaq and them, they pay people off when they, like, at the end of the day, this is your fight. This is your issue. I wouldn't bring somebody else's name in this right now, especially because of the position you're in. Of course, if I'm Shaq, I'll take exception to that because I have nothing to do with it. Like you don't put my business dealings out there when you're dealing with stuff you going on.
No, but Shaq, I think Kanye came at Shaq because of Shaq's remarks about Kyrie Irving. That's what I think.
Gotcha.
Yeah. We got jokes in here.
They got jokes. Ain't no scroll tonight, man. It scrolls like, nah, I'm gonna take a break tonight. This young brother crashing and burning on his own, goddamn it.
Listen, I'm glad the young brother came out, man. I'm glad he came out. This is a hard thing to do.
At least one of us is. At least one of us.
It's hard. It's a lot harder to see. He found that out tonight.
Why didn't Jamie give him a scroll when his ass was crashing and burning? Huh?
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
No, he should have got a scroll. He should have been like, "Yo, ass is out of here." Scroll.
I tell people this is different than Zoom because Zoom you work and you already got an outline what you're gonna pretty much talk about.
Yeah.
This is topics to see how intelligent you really are on a lot of different things, and you gotta be worldly and read stuff and understand and articulate. So it's very hard.
Yeah, at least not in the term. Listen, I don't want to call the brother not intelligent. Let's just say educated or informed.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because this is not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, you're a smart brother.
I'm not going with that. This guy's got a page. He's going out there and he's putting his opinions out there. So then you got to be prepared to be able to defend your opinions. He has his own channel. He has his own channel.
But he's on it by himself.
Michelle, take the high road. That's what I'm talking about. Michelle,
I came on because he can see where his weaknesses is and work on it. I'm glad he came on. Yeah. That's all right. And not
I'll be honest with y'all.
Debate, man.
This ain't the preseason. Y'all got to work that out before you get on this screen.
No, I'll be honest with you. I kind of agree with Michelle. If we made him better after this, then I'm glad we did.
I don't have that much time left. I'm just to say like this. I can't be in other words. These are the moments that I'm going toward the end. I'm going to be like I could have done something else. No, this boy is 29 years old. I'm sorry, that's it. I don't like Rodney.
He's a good young man. Thank you, Juan. Give him time. He's young. He fall on his face. He'll grow and improve. But listen, he's not a debater. He didn't have to come on and debate. This was not a debate.
I didn't ask him to debate. I said make your point. Anybody? I said
Derek, he couldn't even make his point, Derek. He couldn't even get his point across.
But we also know that when you're until you get to a certain point of experience, sometimes your ideas are still in progress. You're still growing into.
Didn't y'all do book reports and stuff you had to read in front of the class? I was scared while we I'm sorry. Like I was scared. Man, 29 years old. What y'all talking about? My father was a sergeant in the Air Force at 22 with a wife and 2 kids.
Yo, I'll be honest with you.
Shout out to Brandon, man. Shout out to Brandon.
At 30, I was freaking married with a kid in freaking house. At 30.
Listen, and he's
at 30, I had a wife and a mistress.
How'd that work out?
better than this.
He already making better decisions than y'all. Shit, he ain't got no problems.
Oh man, I'm hilarious. On that note, man, we want to say thanks to Brent for coming out, showing his love, man. We want nothing but for the best for y'all. But thanks for everybody that's reviewing and chiming in. Juan, Michelle, Nakisha, Shauna, Sharif. If I'm missing somebody, Danny. Happy birthday again to my brother Danny, man, out there. Glad you circle the world one more time. Black and Latino brothers, I shout y'all out. And I want to say peace, and peace.